super sport, wet paint, big feet. I pull up and kill shit, 6 feet.
Alright, 6 feet going deep. It's Torius with
YDtheBest, aka YD the Nike God.
For sure. Alright, YD, why don't you tell us about what you do?
So what I do is I'm an artist, I rap, I do sort of singing, melodizing on the record, I own a recording studio, I'm a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in this game to be an artist though, so I believe, artists, you have to have all these attributes. So I have a lot of things that come with it, I got a lot of skill, I got a team, so that's really what it is right now.
So you're from Miami, Florida, right?
Yeah, I'm born and raised in North Miami Beach. I lived there for 13 years and then I moved to Miramar, Florida. So now that's where I'm at in Broward County. So I'm pretty much on both sides. I got my business, my studio, M7 in Miami. I live in Broward still, so I love both sides. I'm both. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. How was Miami influenced you? Like, what was your childhood like?
My childhood.
Growing up out here.
Growing up, man, one of my favorite artists was from down here. Goes by the name of Trick Daddy. That was my Jay-Z at the time.
Trick Daddy Dollars.
Trick Daddy Dollars. I was on my Dade County 305 shit. I had a dump, when I was able to get a car, whatever like that. But I used to listen to DMX and then.
What's a dump?
A dump is, for me, some dudes say you have to have a specific car, but for me, if you got 24s or bigger, no matter how you do it, that's a dump, straight up.
What do you call a girl's ass?
A girl's ass? I call it ass.
So we call it donks.
Yeah, that's a donk too. I don't think they measure the size, but you know what I'm saying.
You got a size preference?
Nah, it don't matter. However they come, don't matter.
But yeah, what about what other artists were influencing you?
My favorite artist of all time is Tupac. Listen to a lot of Tupac. My brother put me on DMX, Nas, No Limit Soldiers. Outkast is my favorite group. I listen to a lot of 8 Ball and MJG. Listen to Eminem, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Young Jeezy. Those were the main, and Drake now is definitely my top artist now.
You're a Scorpion?
Yeah, it's dope. I love that album.
Are you gonna do a what's it called, the Kiki?
Nah, I don't really. I got my own dance. I don't do those other dances too much.
What's your dance?
I ain't gonna show you right now. You gonna see it in my next video. It's not like a crazy dance, It's just me wilding out.
Oh yeah.
It's a dance I always do.
So take me back to when you first started listening to music, and how did that affect your moods and being coming up as a child,
So, I'm Hispanic, I'm Puerto Rican, so growing up, it wasn't always hip-hop, I listened to Mark Anthony, Tito Puente, I listened to all type of salsa, merengue, and then you had your, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Michael Jackson was one of my top artists. Then you had Mary J. Blige, so I used to listen to pretty much everything.
Listen to J-Lo?
I always loved Jennifer Lopez. Even my lady knows that's my real lady right there, J-Lo. I love J-Lo. But as far as listening to her, I seen her more as a dancer and an actor. Listening to her music, I think, was more for the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
That was more ladies' music. But I definitely loved J-Lo. I watched her in Selena. That was when she was famous to everybody, was big. But, my mood with music, I really wanted to be like Bone Thugs and Harmony. When I was young, we used to be in a group, so I was always on my group shit. Now,
was it difficult working with other people in the group?
Nah, it was never. I was always hungry, You just had to match my hunger. It's real easy to work with me, and it's real easy for me to work with other people, So it's for me to have fun by yourself is whack. I always wanted to do it with somebody else.
Oh yeah. So what about what kind of kid were you? Were you a good kid back in school?
Well, when I was in elementary school, when I grew up in public school, I was a badass. And my parents put me in private school, which really helped. Put me in private school, learn how to behave better. I was in a different environment, so I changed.
Did you take music classes and stuff like that?
I never took music classes. I was just, my dad always played music. The thing we did was he'll play music, we dance, So music was always big. I always loved being in front of the camera, so I always rap. I used to rap Biggie lyrics in front of the camera and shit, so. I never did music class. It was just my dad. My uncle's a big DJ in Italy, Tony Carrasco, so music was always in the family,
How did your dad being a musician influence you? Did he put you behind the turntables and stuff like that?
Yeah, me and my brother was a DJ, My dad was a DJ. My uncle's the DJ that's what he did for his job. My dad's now a businessman. But just having us, we used to play sports too. That was the biggest thing, really, sports. But music was like after the sports, you know what I'm saying? You go home, listen to music, relax, have fun, be yourself. Rapping came from, I love being in front of that crowd of people, you know what I'm saying? But being on a 13-person team, you gotta be the best player. I wasn't the best player, but I'm better with my words.
Yeah.
So that's what the whole music, what I wanted to do came from all that right there.
When was the first song that you ever made? And
the first song, I have the CD still. I mean, I made other songs growing up that, I mean, I had on my phone and shit, but the first time I still got the CD, I was 13 years old. I made a song. Fabulous was my favorite artist at the time, so I was like Young Fabulous. My name was Magnificent. I was like a little young version of Fabulous. I always was like in competition with like Lil Romeo and Bow Wow at the time. They never knew me, but you know, I was a little same age artist as them. So
you're trying to like
I was trying to be on top.
So when you got into the booth, for like was the first song like just freestyling, or were you writing it?
No, I used to write everything up until basically now. You know, now I get in there, I either write it or I either freestyle it, but I always was the writer. I always tried to, you know, I used to walk around with a rhyme dictionary, make sure, you know what I'm saying, my rhymes was on point. I'm into hip hop. Like, I like rapping not just to make a good song to go to the club. I actually want to say something at the same time. So the artists I like now are lyrical artists, you know what I'm saying? So I like to have lyrics in my shit. So I do love to write it, you know what I'm saying, to make more sense.
So how do you feel about like nowadays music where people say that they care more about the beats than the actual lyrics?
I mean, I love it too. There's a time for it. You know, when I'm going to the club, whatever club I'm going to, there's a specific type of music I'm trying to listen to. If I'm in my feelings, it's something I'm trying to listen to. If I'm riding home back from the club, something I'm trying to listen to. So I love all of it. If you out there, you young, you getting your money, you know what I'm saying, you doing good in your life, I don't got nothing against you. And if it sounds good, I'm with it.
How would you describe your sound?
My sound, man, is old and new. Like, I got the flows to keep these young kids listening to the flows, but I got a lot of shit that I'm saying. You know, I'm not just hip hop no more. I'm R&B, hip hop. I'm an artist, you know.
Yeah.
There's no more stuck in a box type of artist. We artists, we have a lot of things to say. So my mixtape 50 Shades of Gas, I got a song, a street song. I got a song for the ladies. Got a song for the young niggas. I got a song for the club. It's all type of sound. So I'm like the male version of Mystique from X-Men. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything.
Yeah, for sure. You're like fluid, right?
Yeah, fluid, real fluid.
For sure. What is your definition of grinding?
Grinding, my definition of grinding is not just going through the motions. It's actually believing in what you're trying to do and working towards it. So if whatever you want to be in life, you can't just wish for it and not go through what you have to go through. You can't just go through the motions. So grinding is mind and physical. I'm saying it's both.
Yeah.
Can't just wish every birthday for something to happen and not do everything you got to do along the way to make that happen.
But what's like an example of like something that you did that, you know, like most people wouldn't do, that you just like, you know, fuck it, I really want this, I'm gonna go do it.
Okay, I've been a barber for over 12 years, so the advice given to me for years was always to open a barbershop. But I love barbering, you know what I'm saying? Thank God for the skills that I have that got me here. Everybody I know is through cutting hair, so it got me this far. But I was always told to open a barbershop. So instead of opening a barbershop, you know, I stuck with the music, did everything, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to do specifically for the music, and now I own a recording studio that has a barbershop. So to all the people that wanted me to own a barbershop, I still have that, but I'm still able to do what I want to do. So at the time, financially, it was, of course, it's always lit to open a business, but I just didn't want to put my all into that. I felt there was something better later on.
Do you ever feel like it hurts your back? Do you ever feel like you have back problems from it?
Hell yeah, man. Cutting hair all day, hell yeah, you got back problems. Even engineers sitting in the computer chair. It's good to be active and standing up. You know what I'm saying? But
how many minutes do you recommend?
Minutes recommend what, standing up?
Yeah, or like taking breaks and stuff.
Man, I'm not big on taking breaks. You know, you take a break if you feel like you need one. You know, always take a break to eat. You know what I'm saying? If you smoke a blunt, that's big. You know what I'm saying? That's after what I do to relax, I don't stress. I'm not like that. I don't stress about a lot of things. I'm very relaxed. I love what I do. I'm content with what I do. Any decision I make, you know what I'm saying? So When you feel like you need a break, go ahead and take a break. But if you want to stay up overnight and your job and what you do, you know what I'm saying, in the real world is not going to take no sleep from you, then go ahead and go do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, damn, I forgot my question. It was a really good question. When, what time is it right now?
12.
No, 10 minutes. All right. No, so just so I know to cut this out. I was listening to what you're saying, so I forgot my question. But, you have a question you want me to ask while I try to remember it?
Well, why do you do what you do? Do you love the music, or do you really want to give a voice to artists?
Okay, my bad. I just remembered. I'll ask that. Okay, so, all right. So how do you feel about, like, you know, seeing? How do you feel about seeing your success, like, you know, taking it that? Well, like, how long have you been doing it, and like, what I basically want to ask is like how long you've been doing it, and like how long it took you to like see some progression, and then how do you compare that to, you know, seeing other artists that blow up and they're not doing as much as you think they might be, and then they're like blowing up fast, you know,
okay,
like in a short amount of time.
So basically, I've been doing this music.
Wait, let me word it again so I can cut it out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
I got you.
cut it out there. So, how do you feel about the progression of other artists compared to yours? Like, do you feel like other artists are blowing up faster than you, or like do you feel like the amount of time that you're taking is the right amount of time?
Well, I basically feel like it's all timing and placement, you know.
And also, how do you overcome that?
Okay.
Like feeling that way, if you feel a type of way.
It's timing and placement, you know. Just because, like, I've been doing this for 10 years, but just because I've been doing this for 10 years don't mean I'm never going to make it. I know kids, I'm around kids, I know people that's made it in however long, you know, 6 months, 2 months, whatever. That's their path, that's what they doing. You know what I'm saying? What you're doing is what you're doing, so you have to continue to grind. So anybody that made it before me or is going to make it after me, I congratulate them and I'm happy for them, because, you know, that just seeing another young cat doing music, something I want to do, make it just lets me know that it's possible.
Yeah.
So I own in the studio, I see that every day. I see, you don't know who walks in here. You know, these kids got deals, you know, connections. You don't know who they are. You just, you know, respect that they in here trying to do the same thing you doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's taken me a long time. You know, progression, you see progression when you actually get people to listen to your music and they tell you things that really make you go back and fix. So one of my first mixtapes, I just talked about flashy shit, and he was just like, yo, you want to talk about anything different? So I was like, you know, I'm going to change it. You know, I got more things to talk about. So, you know, progression is timing and placement. You got to be in the right place at the right time, know the right people, and you got to be hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How do you feel about who's like coming like through these doors?
Today we just had homie Skinny from the 9, new upcoming artist. We had Trippie Redd come here before. We have Ronnie J, that's my homie. Shouts out Ronnie J, he comes out here. We have Papa Mitru, that's Meek Mill's, one of Meek Mill's new signed producers. And you know, a couple of underground dudes, you know what I'm saying, that come through, you know, do their thing here. I can't remember everybody's names right now. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, those are the main, you know, cats that's making a lot of noise right now. Basically, they come through here, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is buzzing, you know what I'm saying? Like myself, we buzzing, trying to get out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What, who would you want to work with in the future? Who do you see yourself working with?
I would love to work with DMX, one of my favorite artists. I would love to work with Outkast. And probably...
Did you ever watch the show School of 3000?
What's that?
It's with Andre 3000. He's like a cartoon.
I've never seen that.
I used to watch that when I was little.
Yeah, Outkast. I'm surprised I've never seen that. I've never even heard of that. It's crazy, but I'm a big time Outkast fan. Like all their music, movies, all that shit. So yeah, 50 Cent. I love to work with 50, Eminem. New artists, man. I work with anybody. I like 6ix9ine's music. He's wild. You know, rest in peace, Triple X. His shit was lit. You know what I'm saying? Trippie Redd came through. Hear his music.
Yeah, I was saying how he used to have shows like right across the street from here.
Yeah, they used to have shows right there in that warehouse.
Yeah, right there.
In the other studio. Yeah, they got a couple studios in here. So
You guys to go to all of them.
Yeah, they shot Love and Hip Hop right behind us. So not just being inside these doors, this place is blessed for the music community. You know
What studio is this? What's it called?
We got they got Asylum Studios across the street. They got Clear Vision behind us. You know what I'm saying? And you got Compton Menace.
No, I mean, what year is this?
Oh, ours we call M7 Recording Studios. We the hottest for the upcoming artists. We got the best prices. And this is nothing flashy when you come here, you know what I'm saying? You come here in sandals. This is pretty much come get your work done. If you a big time artist and you want the privacy, man, we got 2 suites. You know what I'm saying? You can be whoever you want to be when you come here. You can be laid back, you be big time, you get your hair cut, smoke, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? We all just trying to get that music done.
Yeah, of course. So what is it that makes you do what you do? Like, why do you do everything? Why do you make music?
I make music because I love to make music. It's something that gives me a voice. I don't want to say it's something that makes you more important or anything. It just gives you a chance to tell people something, you know, guide people. And mostly I do it for my family. This is, you know, everything we do in life, we would want for something financially to come behind it to help us in life and do the things we want to do. But, you know, my family keeps me hungry. I love my parents, my brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? I love my whole family, my grandparents, everything. So that's what keeps me going.
Yeah.
Just to spend good times, take them on vacation, go to the beach. Like, I don't need all these Gucci clothes.
What about, like, something that you want to let the world know? Like, what would you have in mind in the interview that you want to put out there?
Man, I want to put out, and I know everybody says this, but I really go by this, and it's a fact that anything you want to do in life, you put the right energy, the right time behind it, anything you want to be. It don't matter what it is, and you could go ahead and be that. You know, there's a lot of people on the way that's going to tell you can't be this, and there's things you have to do along the way, but that's my main message, you know what I'm saying? Anything you want to be, you could be. Just got to grind hard, and God's going to bless you. Good things going to come with it. You're going to meet good people along the way. You're going to learn lessons from the right people.
No, of course. What about, like, anyone you want to shout out?
Man, I want to shout out my whole team, my whole M7 team. I want to shout out all my producers, Fade Focus, 20K Beats, Dan Keith, Dream Bills. Shout out my boy Ellis, you know, all my niggas that ride with me every day. They see the grind day in, day out. You know, shout you guys. I appreciate y'all, you know, you for the interview. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor. You know, before you even came at me, I already knew what y'all was doing, you know what I'm saying? So what you're doing is good.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I hear about you in the streets. You know, I followed you on Instagram, already tried to hit you up. So, you know, doing, like I said, doing the right things. You know, God gonna bring the right people around you, you know what I'm saying? And we sitting here today.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it. Just that good energy, bro.
No, of course. That's why I want to do it, because I saw your energy out. I was like, I fuck with that. I fuck with your energy. So, where can they find you at?
Oh, you can follow me on any social media, Instagram, Twitter, at YDtheBest, YD the Best. You know what I'm saying? You could YouTube, YDtheBest, Google YDtheBest. Had the same name for 10 years, so I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? You're going to find it.
For sure. So it's been 6 feet with
YD the Best, the motherfucking Nike guy.
For sure.